McDaddy Dice. Oh, sorry there. I was waiting for the sneeze. I had my hand on the mic kill switch for like a minute and a half there. I was like, I'm gonna sneeze any moment now. But McDaddy Dice on the Viper in the middle lane. And then finally, down bottom, we have Utsashio. Udaushio? I don't even know. On the Bristleback in the bottom lane here on the off lane. Now, one of the big ones is going to be the amount of experience that each of these heroes gets, be that the Clockwork and the Bristleback in the off lanes. Bristleback, if he gets more experience than Clockwork, that is a very, very bad thing. You know, Bad is going to try and man mode versus the Bristleback a little bit here, which does actually have to be a little bit worried about here, because Bristleback can just start to go on a target very, very effectively. But at the same time, still in level 2, so doesn't have very good mana, also doesn't have up his magic wand yet, which he does now have coming to him on the Courier, which is going to be very helpful, but the Courier already had to go up to the top lane. And thank you to everybody from last week that that sent me messages about their Jade cores and everything like that. I was wondering, for those of you that are wondering, about, oh, can I buy one of those from people? And a lot of people were like, hey, you can buy it from me, etc., for cheap. It was awesome. Thanks, community, for helping me out there. Now, Clockwork missing some experience up top right now, up to level 2 with 171 experience. Bristleback, level 2, about to hit level 3, actually with 290. Now he is level 3. And so, he does need to be pretty worrisome with his clarity on himself right now. I doesn't want that to get popped. But in terms of last hits, Alchemist 11-2 right now, and he is going for Greenless Greed, has 1 point up, and it already misses one of those last hits, though. It's really important that when Alchemist gets up Grievous Greed that he doesn't miss last hits, because it's where he gets his, well, obviously it's where he gets his gold from for every hero with last hits, but that's where he gets his effectiveness from. Alchemist is in no way, shape, or form the most effective 6-slot carry in the game. What he is effective at is being able to get his 6 slots by, like, the 30-minute mark. An Alchemist with pure free farm and a Hand of Midas can get up ridiculous items in, like,
bomb's gone missing,
30,
just so
35,
you know.
maybe 40 minutes, much faster than any other hero can in the entire game. So that's where he gets a lot of his power from. Now, Spectre in the top lane is 15-4 in comparison to the 14-2 on the Alchemist. And so, Clockwork also has to be a little bit afraid here, because once Desolate comes up with a couple of points, it's going to be a lot of bonus damage for him. 20 extra every single hit there in the beginning can start to add up to be quite a bit of damage. So the Alchemist actually decided to stop leveling up the Grievous Greed in order for him to be able to go and actually pick up the, there we go, going in onto the Alchemist, and Alchemist going in now, starts to charge a concoction, really trying to throw it on somebody here, Bristleback going to get target, gets it thrown onto him. This could be actually pretty bad for him. He has 230 mana right now. He has more than enough to be able to spam out his Quill Sprays here, because he will end up being perfectly fine. Now, Little Lane and Viper still just dealing with Troll Warlord right now. They're pretty close right now. 12-1 on the Viper, 14-7 on the Troll Warlord. So sitting pretty even right now. Troll Warlord just a little bit ahead of the Viper in terms of the last hits. And actually Spectre up top. Looked like he was taking a little bit of damage, not that much though, he's still perfectly fine. And actually Abaddon is being really, really aggressive against this Venomancer right now. And actually, oh, this might be the death of Bristleback. Bristleback gets the concoction onto him and he's going to try and run, and the Quill Sprays kill off the Abaddon. Was not expecting the damage to ramp up that quickly on him, of course, and that is the scary part of Bristleback, is you try and go in on a target and everybody has to back off and use up their salves, so their regen. Lich has no items. Alchemist has no regen items left. I'm missing a last hit there also. And Bristleback right now has just used his salve, has up his magic one, has up his tango, and you have 2 tangos on the Venomance with another clarity. They're winning this lane right now against this tri-lane. Dual lane versus tri-lane, they are winning the lane. So it is not looking too great for this defensive tri-lane of Decay, where they're just having this much of an issue. And it's to the point where Decay would have actually been a nice spell for him to be able to have to try and deal with the Bristleback. Get rid of a little bit of his tankiness, basically. But he is doing okay so far in this lane. Currently in terms of last assists being 8-1, but also has 1 assist. Venomancer having 1 assist as well, and the first one having none there. And actually, apparently, Spectre disconnected from the game on the good guys. And Paul is coming out of Mexican Drug Lord, apparently. And so, let's start off the pause timer now. There we go. Start. So, we're now going to wait. Apparently, just lagged out. Let's actually go and check the numbers for what viewer numbers we have right now. Drum roll, please. Okay, 53, the Italian casters in the other match. I'll expect a couple people will switch over to here in a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. We still have some viewers, 53 people listening to my, my sexy voice right now. And so, you know, thank you very much for being here, everybody. We've seen that I'm gaining a couple of followers on Twitch so far, so thank you very much for doing that also, guys.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And also, I'm just probably in the next couple of weeks going to finally hit my 100,000 view mark on my Twitch channel, which will be amazing. I cannot wait for that moment to happen. So thank you very much for that. Now, in terms of last hits, Alchemist right now 20-2. Has up 1,300 gold. So I would not be surprised at all if he decides to try and go for a Hand of Midas here in a moment. All around very powerful item in Alchemist if you can get it up quickly enough. And Bristleback just showing up to go and start to be a little bully again. Looks like he might try and go for the range sweep here, deny, but maybe not actually. He's trying to force back the Alchemist here, and there goes one Quill Spray stack. Just dealing a little bit of damage to the Alchemist, bringing him down to 360 HP here.
Illusion!
Viper activating an Illusion Rune in the middle lane, going to be able to now move down with this to the Troll Warlord again. And Viper also is saving a lot of his gold. Has 1,530 gold now in the middle lane against the Troll Warlord here, but he'll be okay. Top lane, Spectre has up a Glove of Haste, so going for a Hand of Midas of her own now. Alchemist, does he have up his yet? Has up almost the gold to be able to finish up the recipe here in a moment, and that's going to be huge for him to be able to have. So, 1,600 gold, unless he's decided to go for something like a Phase Boots early on instead of trying to go for a heavy farming build, which I think that, honestly, I would prefer something like the Phase Boots on him. Usually, I'm a big proponent of the Midas on the Alchemist, just because I love to be able to watch tons of gold going into the hero. I think it's just very fun to be able to watch an Alchemist get... Oh, actually, top lane, we have to go on the Venomancer right now. Bristleback currently trying to just slow down the Alchemist right now. This could actually be the death of the Alchemist, possibly. A lot of damage going in, and Alchemist, could this actually be the next death? Quill Spray is going to be available for Bristleback in a second, and he gets the kill. Next going to be the Lich. One more Quill Spray stack, we'll be able to do it, and Quill Spray's triple kill! For not OP, ironically, pretty OP right there. Getting him a triple kill on the Bristleback. Power Treads finished up, and there's Phase Boots finished up for the Alchemist. Realizing, nope, not going to happen this game. We're not going to be able to get the Hand of Midas up and use it effectively. But right there, Bristleback with the triple kill. Getting up to a level 8 off of that. Alchemist is not even up to his level 6. In terms of levels right now, Troll Warlord and Bristleback tied, and this is a Bristleback in the off lane. Clockwork currently level 6 in comparison. That's the last hits, not the net worth. And now, that is a Hand of Midas for the Spectre. So this is now an 8-minute Midas for Spectre. Good Midas timing. Not the best Midas timing ever, but at the same time has been pressured a little bit here by the Clockwork. I will now jump over here, gonna get this this Troll, or Dark Troll Summoner, I mean not Dark Troll Warlord. That's what the name used to be. Midas is up the big creep, get some experience from that, and right now, this this defensive tri-lane from Decay has to just be so afraid. It looks like this might be a death of the Alchemist again. One more Quill Spray stack. Will we see another one in a second? Here we go. Quill Spray throw. Not going to be there. The Lich going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Will we see Venomancer be able to kill him off? Lich getting very close. There goes the Aphotic Shield and the heal from Abaddon. Not going to be able to finish off the deal there from Venomancer. But Bristleback, just the amount of aggression that he can put out is just insane. When he's able to move that far into a lane there against an Abaddon, Lich, Alchemist tri-lane, it is not looking good for your tri-lane at all. Now Viper in the middle lane has
Radiant's
forced out the
middle tower
Troll
is
Warlord.
under
Where
attack.
actually is he right now? He's in the jungle with a double damage run. He's looking for somebody, but I feel like while he can deal a lot of damage, I feel like he doesn't have the damage to be able to effectively deal with this Bristleback, because right now, the amount of HP he has just not enough to be able to justify it. He's 915 HP. Alchemist has been dying with 815 very easy. 600 on the Lich, and then the 796 on the Abaddon. This is not looking too great. Now actually Bristleback going to look to go after the Abaddon here a little bit. Never mind, going to back off there. Troll Warlord showing up in the
middle
double
tower
damage
is
rune.
under
Gets
attack.
shown in the vision, and now Alchemist has up the ultimate form. That's a huge, huge level for him to finally have, but that's still level 6 for the Alchemist right now in comparison to the higher levels on the Bristleback. This is not looking too great. Now Clockwork in the off lane is level 7, Bristleback with his level 8 like I was talking about earlier. Now Spectre has up his boots. What does he have coming in on the courier right now? Looks like it is the magic wand, not magic stick, magic wand for him. And so he will be able to use his Midas again in one moment here.
once he gets these last hits on these regular old lane creeps, he'll be able to go from there. Now, in the safe lane of Decay, I was about to say off lane, but the safe lane of Decay, we have coming in is the Clockwork, who has his hook shot available with his level 7, as well as his level 3 in the, oh, here we go, going to try and go down, he goes and hooks in onto the Bristleback. Looks like that might not be the best time to try and go for it now. Close Spray is going to be coming up from the Bristleback very quickly, and there goes with his toxin. They're hitting him from behind right now, but he's taking more than enough damage to be able to take him out, and he will, in fact, die there. Now we have Venomantron going and popping his wards down to try and keep them away, and actually, this could be pretty bad for the Lich. No, he will be okay. Level 6 is up on him, though. He didn't pop his ultimate there. Rubik does not have his level 6, though. 510 out of 600 experience for his level 6 from level 5 here. But that Bristleback death, a little bit of aggression there coming out of Bristleback, but at the same time,
Radiant's top
nice
tower
short
is
range
under
hook
attack.
coming in from the Clockwork to be able to get that kill. At first, I was a little bit worried about the fact that it was the Bristleback that he was going in on, but in the end, they had enough damage to be able to deal with him, and he just did not have the heals yet. Vanguard not up for Bristleback yet, of course. Only needs another 600 gold approximately from him to be able to have it. Really, only 570
Radiant's top tower
gold
is
now.
under attack.
Well, right now, 570 gold. I'm going to be able to have up his full Vanguard. 11 minutes and 40 seconds in, though, and game looking pretty even right now. 2-4, so the good guys doubling up the
Radiant's
kills that
top
Decay
tower
have right
is
now
under
in terms of
attack.
hero kills. Also, there's Spectre 54 last in the comparison to the next highest, the Troll Warlord, who has 45. Now, Spectre having up his phase boots, and there goes the ultimate out from the Troll Warlord, and look at this, going to be a death on the Viper. Viper dying off. Spectre not even going to try and bunt in there and help his buddy, deciding, you decided to overextend there a little bit. Granted, at the same time, it looks like Clockwork might have
Dire's
had
middle
an
tower
invis
is
with
under
his
attack.
ultimate. Actually, never mind, used his ultimate there to engage. Bristleback, without that Vitality boost, having 1100 HP. Alchemist is 870. It looks like Alchemist is also going to be going for the Shadow Blade for himself, understanding that he cannot try and just be ultra late game here as the Alchemist needs to try and go for some earlier stuff. And actually, Troll World are now going to try and go in on the Spectre here. Spectre using his phase boost to back off and sees that there's Troll World, and there goes the Whirling Axes, and then the slow coming out from the Axes, Whirling Axes Rage. They're both called Whirling Axes. Apparently, I'm just a little bit silly sometimes. It's been a while since I've seen a Troll Warlord in a game. Get off my back, people. Now, Troll Warlord, very, very powerful hero if he starts to get some early levels, and he is up to level 11 now. I believe that might be the highest level in the game. Yep, it is, by 2 levels right now. Over the Bristleback, the Clockwork, the Spectre, and the Viper, who are all level 9. Now, 3 of those heroes are on the side of the good guys. Alchemist has to pop his ultimate there just to be able to be a little bit more safe in that occasion. Viper's just back in the mid lane, has up 2 Wraith Bands actually, going for a pretty defensive sort of a build, or I guess not really defensive, more mid-game oriented build sort of a situation. And there's Bristleback now having up his Vanguard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
1350 HP now, looking very, very good. Bristleback just so strong right now. But, right now, Alchemist being a little bit pressured here by the Quill Sprays, and Abaddon and Troll Warlord are looking to try and come around here. They realize that both Rubik and Bristleback have overextended here, and they won't notice. Rubik notices the situation, gets slowed out, and they're just avoiding actually both combinations out from Troll Warlord. Now Bristleback might have to go to
Radiant's top tower is
himself
under
there on the
attack.
Alchemist, and now Bristleback. Viscous move starts to go on to the Troll Warlord, needs to start to spam out his abilities here. Not even going to really be able to have a chance here. Never mind going positive a chance here as Ghost Rays keep on coming out. Abaddon ultimate gets popped. And
Radiant's
keep on
top
trying to
tower
run,
has
will not be able to
fallen.
get the kill, but there we go. Abaddon will possibly be another kill. Aphotic Shield is on him. Will not be popping the tower, doesn't look like. Very close to death there, and Viper now showing up. This would be another death coming out. Ultimate from the Viper, not going to be able to even pop in time, and does die off. Not a single right click coming out from the
Radiant's
Viper. A
top
little bit of a
tower is
mistake
under
there, I feel
attack.
like, actually coming out from him. And now Abaddon going to be able to pull away with 60
Dire's
HP,
bottom tower
essentially.
is under attack.
Not where you want to be sitting. And looks as though Spectre here is also going for a Vanguard. I don't really agree with this build when you have this much free farm. I think something like even a Radiance would be a good
top
idea at this
tower
point.
is under
The farm
attack.
that Spectre has, having 70 lances, the next highest being 59 from the Alchemist. Whirling Axes, the range form does not hit from the Troll Warlord. So not going to really have much kill potential there in that lane. Again, just these 2 heroes. Now, Like